Hi, I'm Maggie, and this is my CyberChat on Animal Pervade, the first Trojan horse. So what is a Trojan? Imagine you're downloading a fun new game to play with your friends, and then suddenly you find yourself locked out of your computer. This is most likely a Trojan attack. Just like the Greek myth, where soldiers used the Trojan horse to invade Troy secretly, a Trojan disguises itself as trustworthy software, but concealed within it is harmful code that can compromise your devices. It's a type of malware that makes up approximately 51.45% of malware, according to security.org. Although they are sometimes also called Trojan viruses, this is actually a misnomer, as viruses are a completely different type of malware. The main difference is that viruses self-replicate and sort of spread to other devices by creating copies of themselves, whereas Trojan infects a device and stays there until the user copies or downloads the malicious program onto a different computer. Trojans, therefore, are very hard to detect even if the user is being super careful. Oftentimes we see emails, like phishing emails, or even try to download software that seems legitimate but can contain these malicious Trojan software. So let's talk about the first Trojan, Animal Pervade. In 1975, while working for Univac Computers, John Walker created the software Animal. This was part of a big slew of 20 questions-like programs. Specifically, Animal was a game where the computer tried to guess the user's favorite animal. Animal was highly requested by his colleagues and friends, but this was much before easy computer networking. In fact, they had to transmit it via magnetic tapes. So instead of doing that, he decided to create Pervade, which would install itself along with Animal. So as the user played the game, Pervade would create a copy of Animal in any directories that the user had access to and where it wasn't already located. Although there was no malicious intent here, Animal and Pervade definitely fits the definition of a Trojan, as Pervade hid inside Animal and carried out actions without the user's approval, downloading it into all of these directories. So what happened next? Animal Pervade was instrumental in introducing the concept of these Trojan horses in cybersecurity. Although it was originally intended to be harmless, it has since spawned the creation of many malicious Trojans, as people realized that these software programs could be used for a lot of destruction and profit. Some examples include the Emotet Trojan, Zeus Trojan, and Petya Trojan. Two of these are actually famous banking Trojans that were used to steal users' financial information, so these can definitely be very harmful programs. And what else can they do? They can breach and destroy data and files, modify and copy data off your device, install additional malware like viruses, disrupt your device's performance, steal your personal information like the banking ones I just talked about. And they can even, interestingly, send messages from your email or phone number and be part of botnet recruitment, kind of like we talked in class, where a computer is sort of remotely controlled or a camera is remotely controlled as a botnet. So in conclusion, Trojans remain a significant challenge even today, and they continue to fuel cyber attacks, data breaches, and the spread of malicious software. On a more positive note, Animal Pervade did help draw attention to the emerging threats in the digital world, specifically these Trojans, and it did so in a fairly harmless way. Animal Pervade is a reminder that even seemingly legitimate and innocuous software can have this hidden malware within it. So users must be cautious when downloading software to make sure it comes from official sources. Even now, I'm sure we all have gotten scam emails, phishing emails, and seen software downloads that are clearly not legitimate. But even so, some are very hard to detect. So user vigilance now is just as important as ever. Thanks, that's all I have for today.